Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today is going to be quite an interesting video, and I feel like I say that a lot. And let me explain really quick why this one is particularly interesting. You know when someone lies thinking they're going to get away with it because there's no possible way someone could figure this out, right? There's no way someone could find the evidence. Well, we found it. Twice. And I want to shout out to the MLM Boss Babe on Instagram. I really think if you want the tea, you need to go follow her on Instagram. She collaborated with me in this video, giving me some solid information, kind of talking through some things with me. I'm very, very grateful for her help, and her information is going to make this video that much better. So go give her a follow. And while you're following her, you can follow me too. Don't forget, my Liquid IV link is below. You should follow them on Instagram as well. New flavors coming out. I love Liquid IV. If you love it and you want to get 20% off, or you want to support me, or whatever it is, it's an affiliate link and it will support me by commission, and I greatly appreciate it. If not, no biggie. Thanks for listening to all of that. Now let's get started with this video.
I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Okay, you know me and my a little bit of a script. I don't have a lot of a script in this video, just a little bit. It is on thought reform, which we spoke about previously in my recent Young Living video, and a specific section of that on deception, which I read in that video. So if you don't know me very well, which most of you probably could guess this, but maybe not if you're new, I'm what you call lawful good. There's something called a moral alignment, and I'll kind of put a picture up here. It shows like different sections of alignment, like lawful good, lawful neutral, lawful evil, neutral good, true neutral, neutral evil, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, and I am at the top left corner of this image as lawful good, which I'll take it. I would even take lawful neutral if I'm being real. But I took the test. I almost said exam. By the way, I finished school. Yep, today was my last day. I'm filming this on my last day of school, and I freaking destroyed that exam. If you don't know, I just technically graduated from ultrasound school, so I am an ultrasound technologist, I guess. I just need to get registered by taking my exams for registry, but I finished school. All my classwork's done. Maybe we'll do like a celebratory live or something on it, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm what you call lawful good. I have such an intense hatred for injustice in all areas of life, like literally all areas. That might be why my mental health wasn't the best the past couple of years, plus many other things, but it infuriates me to see someone lie to people, especially when I know the truth but don't have the truth to show. Well, today, I have the goods. I have them for you. I do. Excuse me while I read this, because I thought this might be crucial for this video.
For legal reasons, these numbers are all complete opinions with zero calculation from someone who knows her stuff and has the information she needed to do this.
That person's the MLM Boss Babe, by the way. I'm telling you, go follow her.
She might or might not have gotten this information from Monat, making their numbers so easily accessible for a short time, and her being able to calculate based on that and the information that these top leaders post daily.
Now that we have that out of the way, here on this channel, we not only say things like MLMs and MLMers, especially top leaders, are deceptive, we also show this in action. That's what we're going to do today. We know that I think when they talk about mindset and how it needs to change or get better, they mean thought reform, which I said is the topic of discussion today, which is a cult tactic to brainwash a person. Yes, it is. We recently went over this, like I said, in my Young Living video, but I want to break it down a little more on the deception section. So I'm going to read a little bitty portion of what we talked about in the last video. I'll put all my sources below, including the MLM Boss Babe's Instagram. It says, deception, cults trick new recruits into joining the group and committing themselves to a cause or a lifestyle they don't fully understand. Cults mislead new recruits and members as to the true expectations and activities of the group. Cults may hide any signs of illegal, immoral, or hyper-controlling practices until the cult leader has fully immersed himself in the group. A cult leader may use members' altered consciousness induced by activities like meditation, chanting, drug use, to increase vulnerability to suggestion. Now, I think all three of these apply. Maybe not like the drug use aspect, but whatever. Like, I do believe that they use the members' altered consciousness to increase their vulnerability. We are going to talk about two infamous leaders in Monat, and the first one is Erica. Erica's at the top of Monat. She started in 2017, and we're going to watch a video. And it's going to be sped up because it's 22 minutes and I want to get to the point. And throughout this video, I'm going to show you some really telling pictures, tables of numbers, graphs. I'm serious. We're going all out on this. And you know me, I love some sources and some facts and some data. Even though I'm not great with numbers, I didn't count these numbers. So I didn't calculate it, so you don't have to worry about a mess up. And then we're going to look at Miss Salvaged Soul herself, Krista Party. And these two are like the epiphany of, I thought I could get away with the lie, but I didn't. And this video is going to show it. Let's get started on it.
Hello, Instagram fam. I am crazy, just like excited about the closeout of this year. And I mean, gosh, it's the 30th of December. We are about to start a new year. I'm kind of doing a lot of reflecting because obviously, you know, we're closing a year. I'm thinking about this whole year. Like, what was this year? I mean, the year I became a mom, the year that I just grew so much. I will say, I think this was probably one of the hardest years of my life. If I can be real, I'll just be straight up with you. If you're out there and you're like, this year kind of handed me one. Yeah, same. This year, like, tried to take me down, but I'm tougher and just like learned so much throughout this year. And I just feel like grateful. I feel excited. I feel hopeful. And I wanted to share with you guys something that I'm really excited to be doing. And so if you follow my page at all, so I'll just kind of like give you a little backstory. So I'll be mindful of your time. I'll be quick, but if you follow me for any amount of time, you know that I have been on here on Instagram for the past 5 years, since 2017, slinging shampoo, sharing my story, sharing my journey, front row seat, giving you guys front row seat to the whole thing, from launching my business to my highest highs, sharing the times that I've been in struggle. I think that's one thing that I try to really remain true to, is like kind of just giving it to you real. You know, going through postpartum, becoming a mom, like sharing my hair journey, sharing it all, sharing when I hit the $1 million club, sharing when I earned my car, like sharing, you know, some of the biggest milestones that I hit in my business. And also just like sometimes pulling back and being like, you know, it's so much more than all the wins. Sometimes it's literally about just being.
So what's interesting to me is, let's remember that in early 2022, early to mid 2022, right around there, over 40,000 people in Monat left. Like within the first 4 months, over 40,000 people allegedly left Monat, okay? And she's talking about keeping it real. I have a feeling she's not going to keep it so real. Why? Because I have seen the video and she doesn't. But also, if you're going to keep it so real all the time, then why not share the real things? Like when you're talking about the business, why not say that the majority of people won't make money? Why not share the income disclosure statement? Why not be honest about these things if you're going to quote unquote keep it real? Keeping it real, Oxford language, whatever. I just typed in what does keeping it real mean. Says be genuine, unaffected, or honest. And so in this context, it's honest. She's saying she's honest. Leaving out very important information for something that could potentially hurt someone or just in general is not honest. It is not informed consent. It is dishonest. And saying that this is a good opportunity in general is dishonest. And throughout this entire video, she's going to be dishonest. But don't worry, we're gonna call it out. We're gonna talk about it. And I want you to let me know below what you think throughout the video. Let me know moments that you think she's being dishonest. And let's keep going.
Really about just being able to like look at my self-growth. If you even just go through my page and if you were to just scroll all the way back, you could watch, and because I don't delete anything, so you could literally scroll back and you could literally see my personal growth over the last 5 years. In the last 5 years, I have changed fundamentally who I am as a person. I am not the same person that I was when I started, but honestly, like I'm not even the same person that I was a year ago. I'm not even the same person that I was 2 years ago. And I think that's the healthiest thing, is to be able to look back and to see actually physically and tangibly your own personal growth. And that's the craziest thing about this business, is that I legitimately started in 2017 because I wanted to make a little bit of extra income to pay for organic groceries and not stress out about our finances. And what it handed me was literally a personal development program with a compensation plan attached to it. Like literally it was like you either evolve or die, or evolve or remain. And that's the thing about this business that is crazy about, like, that we don't realize, and it was crazy to me to experience, is that if you want to succeed, you have to grow. You have to grow who you are. And I was giving this analogy to my team today, and it's like the analogy of seasons. So We're here in Nashville. We're in winter season. We have weird seasons here, but it's winter. And this is just like, we all know we have 4 seasons. And these 4 seasons aren't just in the weather, but they are in our lives. We have spring, summer, fall, and winter. We have the planting season, the watering season. We have the harvest season. You usually plant right at the end of winter, right before everything, before the last freeze. And right after the last freeze, you plant and then you water. You know that if you take care of everything, that you can harvest in the fall. If you guys know my story, you know that I come from a small town in Pennsylvania. So I grew up on a farm. I grew up around a lot of farmers. So this is my analogy, okay? But like over the last few years, I've had so many different seasons. I've had summer seasons. I've had harvest seasons. I've had seasons where I'm just literally sowing seeds and feeling like nothing is working out or everything is dying on me. And then I've had like huge amazing wins in all those harvest seasons. But the thing to know, okay, is that when you are going to replant,
I want to talk about something really quick that she said earlier that I can't stop thinking about. She talked about personal growth, and like pretty much, they all say like with personal growth, your business grows, you have to grow personally for your business to grow. Then why, Erica, is your business less than half of what it used to be? And if you're like, JulieJo, how do you know this? Please, let me explain. By showing you numbers. I know, if you're like, JulieJo, don't show me numbers, I don't like numbers. Don't worry, you'll like these numbers. Yes, you will. So we see that the start of her total earnings was July of 2017, which is like allegedly when she started. Her earning amount was $25. Then we see, it kind of goes up, $417, then $2,200, $33, $35. But what's so interesting is obviously it goes up, right? And she hits all the way up to $100,000 in 1 month. These are months. And that is going to be November of 2020 during the pandemic, right? Which of course we know that MLMs just like spiked, but also anti-MLM spiked in that time. And we see that while she made $100,000 on the low end in this month, her personal volume, the one that, when people buy from her, was $1,236 in that month, but she made $100,000 in 1 month. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting how it's all really focused on the downline and how it's not her personal sales in any way, shape, or form that's making her money. It is her downline. I mean, when you think about it, when you look at it, her downline made her over $99,000 this month. And she added $1,200. Are you serious? That's like the percentage numbers, well over 90% of all of her income is from her entire downline, not even direct. That's wild to me. And that shows me that this is a pyramid scheme. If you go, JulieJo, it's just not a pyramid scheme. Like it's not. Okay, well then let's read the FTC and their thoughts on what pyramid schemes are. It says, what's a pyramid scheme and how do you spot one? This is in the MLM section, okay? Pyramid schemes are scams. They look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities and often sell actual products. If you ever hear a hun say, pyramid schemes don't have products, you can say, yes, they do. The FTC said so, and they define what it is. Continuing. They often sell actual products, maybe even ones you've heard of. But if you do become a distributor for a pyramid scheme, it can cost you and your recruits, often your family and friends, a lot of time and money that you won't get back. The promoters of a pyramid scheme may try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. They may say you can change your life, quit your job, and even get rich by selling the company's products. That's a lie. Your income, get ready. Are you ready? Your income would be based mostly on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage everyone to keep recruiting people, to keep a constant stream of new distributors and their money flowing into the business. And often in pyramid schemes, you'll be encouraged or even required to buy a certain amount of product at regular intervals, even if you already have more inventory than you can use or sell. And we'll get to that in a moment, don't worry. So what I see here is the FTC is saying, if your company and the way you make the most money is focused on recruitment, and your downline, it's a pyramid scheme. Okay, I'm about to speak to the FTC. So if you're not the FTC, you can head out. Just kidding. I want you all to stay and hear this because this is important. I need you, FTC, to show me a company where the top leaders, even just 1 or 2, aren't making more money from their downline than their personal sales. And let me correct that. Aren't making over 75% of their income from their downline and are doing it over 25% from personal sales. I can guarantee you that the FTC could never point that out to us from any MLM, from any top leader at the very top. the majority of them are making money off of their downline and making well over 90% of their full income off of their downline's work than their own personal sales of any kind, and likely even direct to them. Still over 90%, even if you count the people who are direct to them. Anyway, I got a little muddled in that, but let's continue. So we see that November 2020, $100,000, right? Her personal sales were $1,200. All right, moving on from that before I lose my mind. We also see something happen. We see things start to shift. So she has a steady incline of income all the way up to the 100,000. But we see that the next month's 82,000, 84, 80, 98, a little bump, 86, 70, 70, 71, 63, 62. By the way, the 62 is with some founder pool money of $1,200. 68, 89 for November 2021. Then we go to December 2021, 55, 60, and 47. And let me tell you, that 47 is February of 2022, before the mass exodus of over 40,000 distributors of Monat. So I can guarantee you that 47 bumped way the hell down and scared her half to death. So where was I with her numbers? So back to her thing of like personal growth, business growing. So tell me, Erica, if your personal growth is so good and you've worked so hard, why are your numbers less than half of what they were? Why is there no growth? I'm going to show you a chart in a little bit that the MLM Boss Babe made that's really going to put this into perspective. If we're keeping it real, why don't you actually keep it real? Let's keep going.
Or reseed, what do you do before that? You need to toil that shit up or till that shit up. You need to rip up old dead roots. You need to clean it up. You need to get everything moving again and actually turn the soil before you go and plant again. And right now I'm in this place in my business, in my life, where really that is what I'm doing. I'm literally tearing up all the old things, the old habits, the old, just anything in my life that isn't serving me, isn't going to take me to 2023 and where I want to go. And anything that is not aligned with this next season. And so maybe like right now you're following me and you're like, you are in a season of you want to get to the next one. You want to stop maybe you want to stop being in the struggle. You want to get to a place where you can start like planting seeds and think forward for your future, where you want to be this time next year. And I'm such a forward thinker, y'all. Like this is literally how I function. I'm always thinking about what do I want my life to look like in this next 12 months, in this next 24 months. Like I think about these things all the time because every single decision that I make today determines where I'm going to be. And like, same for you, right? Like where do you want to be in a year from now? Where do you want to be in 24 months from now? If you don't want to be in the same place, you need to make new decisions and make new moves in order to change that. And so, I also was listening to this podcast today. And if you guys don't listen to the Ed My Life podcast, just give me some hearts in the comments. If you guys love the Ed My Life podcast, Ed is like, he speaks to my soul. He's one of my favorite people ever. I'm like manifesting one day being able to interview him. But he had a recent podcast with Rob Dyrdek, and I love Rob. He is like low-key one of my entrepreneurship idols. The way that he functions, the way that he teaches, the way that he operates in his life is so amazing. And he did this episode and he talked about seasons for sure. And he talked about time, but he talked about like different states of being. Okay. And there's 4 different states of being. The first one is being in a state of looking in the past. You're focused on what was, what could have been, what should have been, when you were winning, when you were losing, what things looked like then, and being so wrapped up in the past. Obviously, I think we all know that being in the past does not serve us, at least for where we want to go, right? Then there's the next state of being, which is being in a state of rectifying what is. Like, okay, this is just what it is. What am I going to do about it? This is what I don't love about my life. How am I going to change it? How am I going to make different moves for the future that I want to create? Okay. So and I feel like I've been this last year rectifying, if I can be honest with you. I think in this last year of my life, I've been like rectifying what my old life looked like, then becoming a mom, and then things changing. And then I used to operate in a certain way. I can't operate that way anymore. My life looked like a certain way. And I haven't gone to announcement, y'all, yet. Okay. Like, you need a little build up. So I'm almost there.
By operate in a certain way, Erica, do you mean making your team by your rank? Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, we got those messages too. Don't worry. So the MLM Boss Babe got this information, and here we have the person asking people to buy products so that her upline can rank to SED. This is the Erica we're talking about. This is the person who sent the message. And then the upline who needs 20K in volume to be SED. So the person, this Erica B, is asking people to buy products so that her upline, Erica Auckland, can get to SED. Here's it. Erica B said, team, here's the deal. Erica needs us to hit SED. I just have a little inkling that Erica Auckland, the girl we're talking about in this entire video, told Erica B to send this to her team. I just have that feeling. We have hit the ground grinding every day this month, and at this point, as a team, we need to rally. As a team right now, we only need $20,000 to make this happen, which means we need 200 people in this group to buy an oil. Erica, Lindsay, and Jasmine have poured out everything they have into us and into our teams. Let's give back to them. If you drop me in the comment and we will send you the link. We've got this Freedom Collective. Let's rally for our leaders. So Erica B is rallying the team, saying, let's go buy $20,000 worth of product so that Erica Auckland can rank up. I have a feeling Erica Auckland told her to put this in there. And this is the Freedom Collective Facebook group. So this is just the group of distributors, of people who are quote unquote working the business. And she's asking them to go buy more products than they need, to go buy products in general, even if you need them or not, so that Erica can rank up. And that led to one of Erica A, Auckland, one of her downlines doing the same thing. So the MLM Boss Babe put, looks like we now know where Lauren, featured in rank buying highlights on her Instagram, who also got busted telling her team to buy products for her to rank up, got the idea from, because Erica Auckland's her upline. So Lauren had gotten in trouble for it. So she got the idea from Erica B, who, in my opinion, was told by Erica A, at least hinted at, to do something like that. What's funny is that even though this was in like July of 2019, she still didn't get SED until October. But that tells us that Erica Auckland was having this happen for months. She was guilting people into continuing to buy. And she didn't even hit it for another July, August, September, October, 3 months. That is against policy and procedure, straight up. So is that what you meant, Erica? You can't do what you were doing before. Is it because you were having people buy rank for you? It looks like it. Let me know what y'all think below about that.
Build up. You need a little build up. Someone's there. But and then there's a third stage, which is the creation stage. And the creation stage is when you are in your flow, you're focusing on, creating your own momentum, creating your own content. Let's get granular, right? Like just sitting here, creating your own brand, actually putting your own content out there, putting your own voice out there. Creation of just different rhythms, a different routine, a different relationship, circle, like whatever. Creation is where I want to be. Creation is what feels the best to me. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in my flow and I'm creating things that make me excited, I'm creating my own, content, I'm creating my own things in my life, my rhythms in my life, my routines in my life, it feels freaking good. And then there's another state of being, and that's the fourth one, and it's dwelling or wishing. And that's so forward focused that you're not in the present moment, that you're constantly thinking about what I want in my life and what things could be like, what the future would look like if I would just have this, or if this would change or whatever. But like that doesn't serve us either, because we're so focused on the future. So of those 4 stages, I encourage you just to think about, like, where are you? Because I will say that in this last year, I was definitely in the rectifying stage. I think 2021, I was in the past. And now I am entering this new stage of creation. And like with that, this energy, I want to share with you guys the thing that I had this major download on that I want to share with you. Because if you followed me for any amount of time, you've seen what I've been doing, and you've been wanting to join me, you've been wanting to be a part of my inner circle and be able to up-level your life, and you want to get yourself into a place of creation, creating your own income stream, creating your own brand, creating your own momentum, creating a new identity, creating a stronger mindset, fill in the blank, okay? If that is you, then you're going to want to listen to what I'm saying, okay? So like I said, what does the farmer do right before they're going to plant new seeds? They till all the soil up. And that is what I am doing. The past 5 years, I have had my current team, my current team, we call ourselves Freedom Collective, okay? I've had this team that I have worked hard to build, I've worked hard to grow, I've worked hard to cultivate, and we've changed a lot. Things look really different than how it looked when I first started, naturally so. There's been a lot of changes and a lot of different seasons that we've gone through as a team, and it feels like a time to start fresh.
I wonder why. Why does it feel like you need to, quote unquote, start fresh? Is it because you're making less than half the pay of what you used to make? Also, she's talking about starting over. Are you starting over? Because that implies that you aren't going to continue to get paid from your previous quote unquote downline. So are you just like giving that up? Because that would be starting over. I have an opinion that she's not going to give up that money. So I guess you're not starting over. Right, Erica? Another lie.
It feels like a time to literally till the soil, wipe the slate clean, and replant and do something completely different. And so for the first time in 5 years, I am literally restarting my entire business from the ground up. And I am restarting it. We have our brand new Facebook group that are starting. We have a different name. We have a different energy. We're collaborating with my top leaders. And it's just so exciting. And the reason it's so exciting is because when you want something new, you have to do different things. And I don't know about you, but I think the things that this world has gone through the last few years have been pretty challenging. Not only as a society, but I also will tell you that me personally in my life, my personal world in the last 2 years have been some of the most challenging years of my personal life, just straight up, okay? So if you've been there, you're not alone. You are not alone. But we're shifting and we're pivoting and we are tilling the soil and we're going to plant new, because I am excited to create and help other people create new in the season. And here's the thing, is like, sometimes you need to start new. Sometimes it's like the idea of moving to a completely different city or a completely different state because you want to start your life fresh. You know, maybe it's like adjusting your inner circle because, you know, the way that you're growing, maybe it's just not fitting anymore. Maybe it's starting a new workout routine because what you've been doing hasn't been working, hasn't been giving you results. So you sign up with a trainer or you do something different, right? It's like, if you want different results, you have to do different. And I am so excited to do this. We are calling ourselves the Collective Hub. I'm bringing together all my leaders and we're going to just really be winning together. Here's the other thing that I want to say to this, okay? So I was listening to this podcast episode and you got to listen to it, okay? Like I'm not going to like do it justice. So you have to go listen to MLM's podcast with Rob Deerdeck. But he talks so much about like how you can't be in your winning season all the time. You can't be on all the time. And in the last 5 years, I've had so many winning seasons and then stabilization, winning, stabilization, winning, stabilization, like hockey stick and then stabilization. And that this past year has very much been for me a stabilizing year.
That's so interesting. No, it hasn't been stable. Let me show you a little visual of what it's looked like. These are estimates of what her year has actually gone like. So this is what Erica posted, and this was January to July of 2022. This is what her quote unquote like income looked like. This is what it looks like. Success is not linear. Success is not a roller coaster. This is a graph of my main income stream for 2022. I basically didn't work from January to July, and it was just a hard year for the world and for me personally. I felt more insecure this year than I have in years, mostly because I've become a mom, and honestly, the beginning was really hard and traumatic, but also because the people I thought were my corner, well, let's just say a lot of things fell apart, and in a year where I went through a lot of hard things, I felt completely ghosted. My guess when she says that, honestly, is that just a lot of people left the team, because like I said, over 40,000 people, a mass exodus from Monat happened. I don't share this for sympathy, but to show you how life has its ups and downs too. And that even if things get hard, you are capable of creating new beginnings. So that little graph is what she showed us. This is what the MLM Boss Babe was able to chart out because of having her like data that Monat had easy to find. So this is what it looks like from January 2020, and you see it go up. That's where we see the first peak in June and then go up again. We see the next week, that's where she got the $100,000. And here's where she left off. So that was in November 2021, her January to July of 2022. So here's the rest of that data. We see this with the numbers that she gave us and then also what Monat has. So January 2022, there's a little peak and then it goes down for February. Last little bit, what she just showed us. So this last purple area right here on this chart is what Erica showed us. But what she didn't show us, all the blue before. So she starts at like 40K or so in 2020, and it just goes up for the longest time. A little bit down in January 2021, and then up again, and a little bit down. But then it continues to have obviously an up and down as like things flow, but there's no stabilization. It's not growth, stable, growth, stable. There is no stabilization in this whatsoever. It looks like she's not going to get up to 60,000 again. And it's just going to keep this path of going down, up, up. There's no stable, right? There's no like plateau. You don't go up and then stable, up and then stable. You go up, but still less than the other up, still less than the previous up, down. And it just keeps going down. And that's what her numbers matched up with in the numbers that we saw, because like I read through them, you know, I said like 90, 80, 80, 75, and that's what matches up with this. What she's not showing is that before she was making double and almost triple of what she's likely currently making now. There's no stable in this. Unless some kind of miracle happens for Monat, this is going to happen and continue to lower for everyone in Monat. I mean, sure, $40,000 a month is still pretty good, but it's not 100K. And I don't know if you would call this success based on the loss of over half of her business. I highly doubt she'll ever keep it real when it comes to that. Alrighty, let's finish her video up and then we'll move on to Krista Parney, which is just like, mwah, so good. It's so good.
a year of like getting grounded, a year of maintaining what I have worked really hard to build over the last 5 years. But we're about to hit another hockey stick, as we call it. We're about to hit another huge spurt of growth. And I don't know about you, but it's like sometimes when you're about to start fresh, like you just need to clean the whole thing out. It's like spring cleaning, if you will. Spring is around the corner for us. We're about to kick off the new year. Here in Nashville, it's like we get spring a little earlier depending on where you live, but like just cleaning house and starting fresh is the vibe. And so one thing I want to say is that to the whole thing of winning. So I want to speak to those of you who maybe you have been feeling like in your life, you have.
But you're not spring cleaning anything other than the Facebook group. You aren't completely starting over like you're saying. The only thing you're quote unquote spring cleaning is just creating a new Facebook group. What do you mean starting over? No, you're not. I have a feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, Erica, that you are not just going to stop accepting the income from your previous downline, if you want to call it. I have a feeling you'll be accepting that money. So I wouldn't say you're starting over from scratch.
You haven't been winning. You haven't had your highest moments in the last year. Maybe you have been through the grind, through the struggle. Maybe you're sticking with something because the dream is still there, but the results aren't there yet. Here's what I want to say. You want to know what you need to do? You need to get around other people who are winning. Because there has been times in my life where I'm winning and I'm helping people win. And there's been other times where I'm stabilizing and I'm looking at others who are winning and I'm learning from them. And so what I did for this, for the next.
If you're not winning, does that mean you're stabilizing? Is that what it is? I didn't know the word was stabilizing. I thought it was something. If you're not winning, what are you doing? I thought it started with like a L? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments what you think the word is.
For the next 2 months is I have asked pretty much, in my opinion, some of the top leaders in all of Monat. I have asked them to get on weekly calls and to share with us what exactly they are doing to explode their own personal businesses. They're going to give us the nitty gritty. They're going to give us their biggest tips that they have on what's working. They're going to give us their process. They're going to talk about exactly how they do it and exactly how they are winning currently right now. And I don't know about you, but if you want to enter into a new season where you are growing, you want to join me, you want to join this business, I'm telling you, it will change your life. I did not join this business 5 years ago thinking it would change my life. I literally joined because I wanted to make some extra income for organic groceries so we didn't have to stress at the checkout when we were going to go ahead and be able to like swipe with our credit card. Like I was like, if we could just buy some organic groceries at Whole Foods and not stress out, like I'm going to do this business and see where it takes me. Y'all, it changed my entire life. Within 2 years, I was able to hit the top of the company. Within 2.5 years, I was able to hit the $1 million club, which is $1 million plus in commissions, you guys. Like literally.
I want to apologize. I know it's really fast. I know. But I've already committed to this at this point and I can't take it back. So just bear with me. Okay, if you need to watch it twice, you can. I would actually appreciate that. Obviously, that's a funny joke. You don't have to. But, like, I get it. She's talking faster now, which makes it really, really fast. Just bear with me. I won't put it on this speed in the next time I do a video like this.
I started just like you as a girl, really, really scared. Never used dry shampoo in my life, wasn't a hair expert, didn't have this huge crazy following. I've built it over the last few years, and I'm telling you, there has never been a better time to get started than now. What we have coming, the things that we have done, literally I just want to tell you because I got an email that was a year in review. We shipped out over 13 million, it's actually 13,454,186 products in 2022. 13 million products this year. That doesn't tell you that our growth is here and that it is like obvious. I don't know what will tell you. We had 10.
If you sold so many products, then why are you making less than half of what you used to make when you allegedly sold less products then? Your insinuation is that this was a huge year for Monat. If it was so big, then why are you making, like I said, less than half? Make it make sense, Erica.
We had 10 new $1 million club earners. That's 10 new people who earned over $1 million in commissions. We had 3 new $5 million earners and 1 new $10 million earner and 1 new $15 million earner, y'all. And that's in 8 years. Like literally that is the growth that we have had, okay? So no, a lot of y'all popped on and you're like, what's this big announcement Erica's sharing? Is she pregnant? Is she leaving Monat? What is she doing? And listen, it's actually not that groundbreaking and that like crazy. I'm literally relaunching my team. If you want to be a founding member of my new team from the beginning, from day one, the inception of our new team, you need to message me. We need to do this together. Let's link arms. Your dreams and your goals need to matter to you more than the opinions of other people, though, I will say, okay? The dreams and goals and the priorities that you have need to matter to you more than the opinions of other people. But I'm telling you where we are going. I've set a foundation for the last 5 years. I've learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of things that I probably would never do again, but also had a lot of amazing moments. And I'm gearing up for the
founding members. No. Unless you are legitimately like ixnaying your entire previous downline and starting from literally zero, there's no founding members. Also, founding members of a downline? That's weird. Also, when she says like, if you're not gonna listen to the opinions of other people. So is all of this my opinion? I'll let you decide. Let me know below.
And I'm gearing up for the next 5 years. And the thing is that people often overestimate what they can do in a year's time, in 6 months time. And they're like, well, if this doesn't work, if I don't make enough money that I want to make within 6 months, then I'm out. And I'm telling you, I look back and I blinked And I blinked and 5 years went by. Okay. So some of y'all might be like, well, that's it. That's all you're saying. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal to commit to your goals. And it's an even bigger deal to me to recommit, to assess, to say, okay, what worked? What didn't work? What do I want to change? What's going to be different? What did I learn? How am I going to do things better in this next season? It's a really big deal to be someone who has staying power, to be someone who has staying power to get through good times, hard times, highs, lows, and to recommit. There's like nobody that I respect more, I think, than like farmers, y'all, because farmers are the ones that are out there with their hands in the dirt, literally planting our food and making sure that there's food on our table for the rest of us, right? Like that's why I'm obsessed with that analogy. I'm obsessed with the analogy of like tilling up the ground and digging up all the dead roots and saying like, what isn't working anymore, and planting again. Okay. And that's what we're doing. So I'm excited. I like actually don't think I've been this excited, because really when I look back, I've only ever done this once. I've only ever launched my team once. And that was in 2018. It was March of 2018. And it was like, here we go. And since then, the lives that have been changed, the people that have been impacted, the customers that have enrolled, the people who have made an incredible, insane amount of money just through their phones on this app is mind-blowing to me. But we are literally just getting started.
That is the first time that you launch your team, and will always be the first time that you launched your team, because you started from zero, and I can guarantee you won't be starting from zero this time. I know I keep saying this, but like, she keeps lying about it. The deceptiveness of this video, the entire thing is deception. It is a perfect example of deception in MLMs, and it's almost done. We're almost done with this video, and then we're going to move to Krista Parney, who is, honest to God, this might be even a better... This might even be better. And it's way shorter, like way, way, way shorter. Like less than a minute. But just stick with me. So good.
And where we're going over these next 5 years is going to change thousands of more lives. And so if you have been watching me and you've been thinking about doing this with me, and you're just like a little bit unsure, I'm telling you, now is the time to reach out to me, because if you have that nagging gut feeling that you're meant for more, this is it, you guys. I preach this and I share this because I, from my personal experience, have seen what this has done for me. But not only that, for thousands of other people that I've worked with. And so I am in a place where I feel like selfish if I don't share it. I feel like I have to share this because there's someone else out there right now who's living a life that I was living. I thought I should be grateful. I should be happy because on paper I had pretty much everything that I thought I wanted. I had the marriage. I had a husband with his dream job. I had me with my own job that I was working myself, my own career that I created for myself online. But we were still stuck financially. We were still struggling. We still were really honestly working paycheck to paycheck and exchanging dollars for hours. And we were not present with each other. We were not ever able to be in creation mode because we were constantly worrying about the future and constantly worrying about if there was going to be enough. And this business changed everything for me. So I am relaunching everything from the ground up completely. And it is going to be the best season coming up that I've ever had, but not because of me. It's not because I'm like, look at me what I'm doing. No, it's because of the people's lives that are going to be changed through that, and all the women that I'm collaborating with and how we're going to change lives together. That's the point. And I will leave you with this last thing, okay? Because I did this call last night where I was able to share my story. If you want the replay to that, please send me a message and I'll send it to you. But I was able to share my story last night, and my president graciously got on and he shared his story too. And he said, if you are not interested in changing the lives of other people, this probably isn't the place for you. And I'll be real with you. If you want
Stuart, could you imagine getting on this call that you might potentially start, working this MLM business, and them saying, if you aren't wanting to change people's lives or impact people, this might not be the job for you. So you're saying, if I don't want to join something that is a terrible opportunity and I'll probably lose money, that ultimately I didn't want to join because I don't want to help people? That's what they're implying. They're like, listen, people who don't join pretty much just didn't want to help people. That's what I hear when I hear that. And that's on deception. Stuart McMillan is the deception king. He not only is deceptive in that way by like guilting others, he will use faith manipulation in like the worst way possible. I've done a video over it. You should watch that video. It's pretty intense. Anywho, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Stu said it on another call. I have a feeling he says it on all his calls.
And I'll be real with you. If you want to reach out to me and chat with me, and you want to change your life, this is the vehicle for you. But I will tell you, you have to be open, and not only open, but wanting to help other people too. That is the true secret to success in what I do. If you make it all about you, you're never going to be successful. But if you want to help other people along the way as you change your own life, you have the real secret to success, and that's how you'll do it. So I am pumped.
The secret to success. I just love that phrase. So if you've helped change so many lives, why did you have to start over? Why did thousands leave? Did they just want to like stop helping people? Is that it? That doesn't sound like to me that you're positively changing lives, Erica. Also, if you have the quote unquote secret to success that you say you have, then why is your business less than half of what it used to be? I would not call that successful. Would you? Let me know below.
And this is my announcement. My announcement is we're starting fresh, starting from scratch. 2023 is going to be insane. And if you would like to join me, reach out to me. Let's chat. I'd love to have you. I'd love to share with you. A conversation is not a commitment. You can ask me your questions. If you decide it's not for you, that's totally cool too.
Okay, so that's enough of Erica. Let's move to Salvage Soul. Well, some of you already know this, but It just fits so well with this deception video. Get ready. Okay, I'm going to play these each twice. Here's the first one.
It's so much more than, oh, well, she's just a leader in an MLM. Okay, but how does a leader in an MLM become successful? It's not timing. It's not luck. It's not a social media following. Trust me.
Okay, I'm going to play that again.
It's so much more than, oh, well, she's just a leader in an MLM. Okay, but how does a leader in an MLM become successful? It's not timing. It's not luck. It's not a social media following. Trust me.
All right, so how does an MLM top leader become successful? Hee hee ha ha. Let's watch this one, and then I'll tell you how, I guess, she might have become successful.
Okay? There's no easy way to the top. There's no cheating your way to the top, okay? This business was truly built on hard work.
Okay. All right. One more time.
Okay? There's no easy way to the top. There's no cheating your way to the top, okay? This business was truly built on hard work.
Was it Krista? Krista Parney? Salvage Soul? Are you sure? Because we have this message of you. Because I have this. I have a feeling you're not being, as Erica would put it, keeping it real? It says, from Krista. Hey mama, would you be willing to terminate your account and rejoin under Jamie? I will pay $500 now, plus the biggest product pack cost for you to rejoin after the 6 months, or if they have an early opening, which I think they will soon. XOXOXO. I mean, you can rejoin under me again if you wanted. Let me paint this picture for you. Krista needs to shift some people around, right? She needs to shift some people around for her team to, might I say, succeed. Make her more money, however you want to put it. So she is paying off someone to quit, ixnay their entire Monat business, wait 6 months, and rejoin under someone else so that her legs and her business will be better for her. She is paying someone off. Did you know she got in trouble for a month? Just a month. But she wasn't allowed to work Monat at all for an entire month. You could look at it as a detention for a month, except 24 hours a day for a month. The fact that she is paying someone off to quit their entire business, lose their income if they're making any for 6 months for $500 in the biggest product pack, just so that she could make more money once the person rejoined under someone else. That's called buying rank. That's buying someone off to help your business, and that is against policy and procedure. It was so bad that the company that barely does anything ever when someone goes against policy and procedure actually did something about it. So it's really funny when I hear her say these words. Ready? These words in particular.
Okay? There's no easy way to the top. There's no cheating.
Really, Krista? Because it seems like you are the queen of it. That's what I'm showing you. That's what I've got. And it's obviously, you can look at my videos for hundreds of other examples because I have hundreds of videos. But that is very simply and very blatantly put, just a minuscule look into the deception of multi-level marketing top leaders. Companies are obviously deceptive, but the top leaders in particular are, in my opinion, even more deceptive. They know what they're doing. They want to make the most bang for their buck, and honestly, they don't care who they drive over in the process. So tell me your thoughts on this. And it's interesting how in Erica's numbers, her personal volume is $1,200 while her total income is $45,000, something like that. It really lines up with the pyramid scheme to me, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for being here and watching this. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video. You can go buy Liquid IV if you want. You can see my social media down below. Please go look at the MLM Boss Babe. Go follow them on Instagram. They're incredible. And I appreciate their collaboration in this. And I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.